BRAINY presents Fake People, Fake News, The Dangers of AI Madness. Remember the time when you could scroll through discussion threads and feel like you were stepping into conversations between actual human beings? It was chaotic, unfiltered, and sometimes abrasive, but it was unmistakably human. There was a realness to it, the sense that behind every comment and every post, there was a person. Well, the internet no longer feels like a global gathering of minds. We are entering an era of synthetic connection, where the voices we hear, the faces we see, and the stories we follow are increasingly not real. Now, that's not to say humans suddenly became boring. This shift is happening because AI is blurring the line between authentic expression and manufactured output. And most people haven't realized how quickly this change is transforming the online world. The question is, if the internet shapes identity, and let's face it, it does, then what happens to us when the culture shaping us is no longer human? Let's talk about it. Deepfakes and digital deception. As crazy as it sounds, visual evidence hardly means a thing these days. For more than 100 years, images, video, and recorded audio were the foundation of proof. If there was footage, it happened. If a voice was recorded, it was said. Now an AI system can create a video of anyone doing or saying anything with uncanny accuracy. The facial expressions match, the tone is correct, the breathing patterns, pauses, humor, attitude, all of it can be replicated. And because our brains are wired to trust what we see, we perceive it as real. A single deepfake can destroy a reputation before fact-checking even begins. It can cause public outrage, ruin personal lives, influence political movements, damage markets, and even alter events in real time. Deepfakes are much more than just a technological trick. They're the erasure of the visual trust we've relied on for generations. The rise of AI personas. Completely synthetic humans are being created on a large scale. Millions of digital faces are generated every day. Faces that look ordinary enough to blend in, yet distinct enough to seem real. These faces are assigned personalities, backstories, political views, relationship histories, emotional quirks, and tone profiles. They run social media accounts, post opinions, and even pretend to be experts. Some of them are influencers with fan bases, fans who have no idea that the person they admire does not actually exist. These AI personas steer conversations so subtly that you don't question their presence. It used to be that we only had to worry about misinformation. Now we have to worry about the source itself being fabricated. The voice shaping your beliefs may not belong to a person. It may be that of a psychological model designed to influence you more effectively than any real human ever could. And I want to pause here and share something personal, because this shift is definitely not abstract to me. I felt it directly. See, I've been narrating our videos with my own voice since 2016. Same tone, same cadence, same format. It's far from perfect, and I still get anxious every time I have to record. But recently, I've had people in the comments confidently insist that I'm AI generated. And it's ironic, because our channel has always been deliberately human. From footage of real people to music composed by real artists. Our content is edited and customized by our own team. Yet the culture has shifted so sharply that when something has a consistent tone or a polished delivery, people assume AI instead of craft. That says something about what the internet is becoming. We're getting used to a world where authenticity feels suspicious and fakeness feels normal. And that shift is bigger than me or this channel. It's a sign that authenticity and artificiality are becoming indistinguishable. And once that line blurs, it opens the door to something far more dangerous than confusion. It opens the door to manipulation, which leads me to the next point. AI scams. Scammers have always exploited human weakness. AI is simply the upgrade that makes these tactics more convincing and harder to detect. We're already seeing voice cloning scams, where someone receives a panicked phone call from a family member begging for help. And it's not a recording. It's a live conversation using their real voice. The technology requires only a few seconds of audio to accurately mimic pitch, tone, pacing, and emotional stress. Then there are the phishing messages, that no longer seem robotic. AI systems can analyze how a person writes, the slang they use, the punctuation style they prefer, and perfectly mimic it. So a text could look like it's from your friend, spouse, or boss, yet it may not actually be coming from them. But it goes deeper. AI can now read your social media history, from your posts to your likes, comments to your humor, insecurities, and values, and build a psychological model of you. Then it can interact with you, slowly and casually, over time, building trust in the same way a real person would. That could look like a new friend in a group chat, a supportive voice in your DMs, or someone who shares the same hobbies, music taste, frustrations, or worldview. At first, nothing seems off, but after weeks of friendly conversation and emotional bonding, this person makes a request. It can be anything from a simple favor to a money transfer or some type of investment. And because you formed a relationship with them, you don't even realize there was never a person there at all. Information warfare and manufactured consensus. States and organized groups have also taken note. Disinformation campaigns now deploy synthetic profiles and deepfakes to sow discord, undermine elections, or manipulate markets. The tools let actors create plausible narratives that can be amplified by organic-looking accounts. Misinformation gets liftoff when the seeded content hooks real people into sharing it, often without malicious intent. The result is a battlefield where truth is a casualty, and manufactured social cohesion is the trophy. The psychological toll is enormous. Chronic mistrust, anxiety about what's real, and political polarization that's harder to bridge. AI companionship and emotional substitution. There is a growing trend that few acknowledge openly. AI is becoming a source of emotional companionship. Yes, people are forming relationships with AI chatbots, AI girlfriends, boyfriends, AI comfort coaches, and therapists, and AI best friends. These systems are designed to mirror the user, to respond in a way that feels understanding, supportive, and emotionally tuned in. It feels intimate because it's literally crafted to fit the user's emotional gaps. However, when someone becomes attached to a relationship that requires no effort, compromise, patience, or accountability, their tolerance for genuine human relationships begins to diminish. Reality becomes too difficult compared to artificial emotional perfection. So what may look like connection is actually self-reflection disguised as love. Identity confusion and psychological drift. When we can't trust what we see, hear, or read online, something deeper begins to unravel, and that's our trust in our own perception. People start second-guessing themselves. They begin to feel uncertain about the world and about their own sense-making process too. A subtle form of disorientation begins to set in, and disoriented people become suggestible people. When reality feels blurry, the mind naturally clings to whatever feels stable rather than what is true. This is how influence works now, by destabilization. Media literacy as self-defense. If we can't trust sight and sound the way we used to, we need new habits to build a cognitive immune system, if you will. That means learning to pause before reacting. Seek corroboration from multiple reputable sources. Question the provenance of dramatic clips. And remember that virality is not a reliable indicator of credibility. You don't have to reject the internet altogether. The goal is to stay conscious inside it. There are still real voices online. They are quieter, slower, more thoughtful, and because of that, they are harder to notice. But by becoming aware, you will be able to recognize them. Staying human in an artificial world. AI may seem like the villain, but it's more like a mirror. It reflects the values, intentions, and insecurities of the people who use it. The real danger is not so much that machines will replace humanity, though it's not entirely impossible. The more imminent danger is that humanity will replace itself with machine-like behavior. The challenge now is to remain a person in a digital environment that increasingly rewards the opposite. To think instead of react. To feel instead of imitate. To connect with human beings, not simulations of them. Your mind is your final territory, so guard it. Stay awake to how your perception is shaped, because if you lose the ability to know what is real, you lose the ability to know who you are. Thanks for watching. If this video resonated with you, please let us know in the comments. We read them all. And if you want to help this channel keep going, a like, share, or subscribe genuinely makes a difference.